Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, season number 6, race number 3. Going to be one bad, fast race. Got 40 guys and girls out here this evening. Going to go ahead and tackle qualifying, see who's going to be the fastest, see who's going to grab that coveted pole, see who's going to have the most amount of clean air on the nose around this place. It's going to be a lot of fun, just like Atlanta Motor Speedway, Chicago, a whole bunch of other tracks that have the high-speed banking or highline banking. That's always going to allow drivers to carry a whole lot of momentum up and off the corner. About ready to find out. Let's dip on down into qualifying and see who's going to be the first to take the green flag here in race number 3. Let's go ahead and clear the boards. Get ready. Go ahead and pull up our tower, and let's go ahead and pull up your queue right now. So who's going to be, Chad? Who's going to be out there to grab the pole? Who's going to grab the W? Who do y'all have? Jack McBride says, 2 in the chest, go 95. Jeff Jones says, let's go Pete. Number 95, 2 in the chest, is ready to roll. Thank you to all the servicemen and women out there. Shout out to my brothers Kevin Jones and Earl Jones for their service in the United States Navy. Jeff Jones, driver of that number 95, 2 in the chest machine, as well as 2 in the chest. Both of them checking in on the land of Facebook, and Dave Mayo out there in the land of YouTube saying, good luck, everyone. Well, good luck, Mr. Mayo, to you as well, right along with Matt Boone, Mike Campbell Jr., and Mike Campbell the third. Again, 30, almost 40 guys ready to do battle here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All right, so you see the scoring pylon names absolutely starting to pop up. So far, the fastest man in Vegas is this 00 of Pacey Wygant. Nate Lehman also out there as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can't pick up with the one and only Mike Papa Bear Campbell. You see him in this number 71, looking pretty good in this Remember the Fallen Silverado. Looking pretty good for Veterans Day. Again, the reason that turned out for what iRacing Truck Series is doing a Veterans Day race today is because they're actually off next weekend. So next weekend we're all going to do a little bit of remembrance. Make sure you check in with your friends, your family, your neighbor, whoever that may be in a service or has since retired or maybe decided to leave the service. Make sure you check in with them. I'm sure it will absolutely be appreciated. Mr. Matt Boone subscribed with his Prime 12 months. And by the way, Mr. Matt Cow 25, thank you very much for following while we were away. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome to the flight. Let's go. All right, so that is the ride for Mr. Matt Papa Bear Campbell in this number 71. Right now, it looks like Papa Bear, as he comes across the line, is going to be P37, I believe, with 43 pit stalls this evening, and 40 trucks. Everybody will make the race. How about check in with the one and only 25 Rackley machine for James Litzenberger, old Kamal from back in the day, in case there's anybody out there from Xbox days. The old NR driver himself, back behind the wheel. And he felt pretty confident. This is now his first Q lap. Felt pretty confident. There have been some people over the last couple weeks that did not queue and had to couch, watch from the couch or watch from the rig or watch from the chair that night. But tonight there should be, with just 40 guys out here, everybody will make the race. 25 coming down across the start stripe, and it looks like Mr. Kamal will put that in, looks like P20, so right about mid-pack. So far, the only guy that has not yet gone out there is going to be the 40 of Elric George. But good qualifying effort by James Kamal in that number 25 Rackley machines. Looks like Justin Anscock went on up and displaced Pacey Wygant from the pole. And let's go ahead and see. I believe, nope, doesn't look like Elric George is going to take a lap. And we got a late guy that just joined qualifying a little late, Mr. Mark Morton. So Mark will start 40th. Elric George will start 41st. So everybody will start the race this evening. All right, let's go ahead and clear the boards. Go ahead and bring up your grid as we speak. I'm going to get on up, make sure that we are ready to roll. But like I mentioned, Justin Aniscock on pole in that number 13 definitely has proven to not be an unlucky number for him whatsoever. Pacey Wygent in that Sophia the Fierce 00 is going to start P2. P3 is going to be Austin Collins in that 1 with Nick Gowan in that forever strong number 8 to start P4. P5, row number 3 is going to be Evan Knopp in the 63 with Jamie Haynes to his outside in the 53. Joel Conley, old Kool-Aid himself, in the 54 is going to start P7. Round out row number 8 is going to be Nate Lehman. P9 is going to be Andrew Chapman in the 77. To his outside is going to be Justin Burden. And then we got Matt Boone in that 6 with Byron Jones in that number 19 to round out the top 12. And as we go through the rest of the field, it looks like the 13th place starter is going to be the 82 of Stan Carnathan with Josh Arnold in a double deuce to round out row number 7. Row 8 is going to be Logan Joyner in the 34 with Cole Snyder to his outside in that 2-4. 17th is going to be Chris Murphy in the 7 with Mike Carter in the 98 to round out row 9. Row 10. I hit that a little prematurely there. Row 10 is going to be James Litzenberger in the 25. Jimmy Mensch in the 94, 21st. 22nd is going to be Mike Miller in the 5. Jose Ruiz in that Team FTR number 23 is going to start 23rd. So, hey, that could be maybe be a little bit of luck for him. 24th, and to round out the top 12 is going to be Jordan Anderson in the deuce. As we go through the rest of the field, 25th, Kyle Taub in the 16 with Dylan Chappell to his outside. Ed Muffin Robertson in the 64 is going to start 27th. 28th is going to be Charlie Mosley Jr. in the 89. 79 of Chase McGuire is going to start 29th. Doug King to his outside. That's going to round out row 15. Row 16 is going to look like the 57 of Kenny Lind with Claire Murphy in the 61 to his outside. Row 17, 33rd is going to be Dave Mayo in the 08 with Jeff Jones, the name you know, in that 2 in the chest, number 95. Mike Campbell III is going to start with his 11 in 35th. 36th is going to be Jeff No, old stout whiskey. Behind these guys, Brad Rivers in the 1837. 38th is going to be Mike LeBlanc. 39th, Mike Papa Bear Campbell in the 71 with Mark Morton to his outside. And in the rear with the gear, we're talking about Elric George, the old Nassau assassin, in that number 40. All right, let's go ahead and empty the boards. Let's get ready to roll. Barney's got the green flag up. Pace truck's about to make that hard left towards pit road. Let's get ready to roll.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. All right, so it looks like Justin Aniscock off turn number 4. He's going to be the one to come across the start stripe and lead a lap. So he'll go ahead and gain a point for that. Looks like there was someone that lost it off of turn number 4. Ended up going for a drive through the grass, but able to save. We got a wreck right about mid-pack. Not quite sure who that is. Looks like it possibly might be Byron Jones. Hard up into that outside wall. Let's go back right now. Check in with the young driver. Find out exactly what happened. All right, so here we are back here with Byron Jones and his Jones Paint and Designs. Sophia the Fierce, number 19. You see the 34 to his inside. Let's find out what happened. Byron looks like he's getting a little loose right there. That's the truck that went down through the grass. Coming across the start stripe, he is completely clear. Nobody anywhere near him. And it looks like J-Pod, the double deuce, just comes on down and makes contact with the right rear. Let's roll that back from the view of the 22. Let's go ahead and rewind that. I'm wondering if somebody made contact with Josh Arnold. So let's go ahead and find him right quick. Here he is. So, all right, the Joey Logano Foundation number 22, and let's play this. What happens to J-Pa? You see the 7 down low. 19 was clear right there. Going into turn 1. And it looks like the 22 just got a little loose. The back end just got a little happy and started to come around, and it was Byron Jones that kept that 22 on the straight and narrow. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Very, very unfortunate for Byron. Looks like Brad Rivers also had a little bit of an issue, so let's go back, check in with him. This looks like it's going to be an aftermath kind of thing, but let's be sure. Tries checking up. You hear him. And it looks like he just see the slight contact with the wall. It doesn't look like it's going to be too bad on that Raise Energy U.S. Army Ford F-150. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right. So we are coming back up front. Justin Amoscock still leading. Justin, I believe he was hanging around with the Eons Motorsports team. I could be wrong. Let's see if I can find him right quick. Justin Amoscock, where are you? There you are. He's in Alaskan Esports. Let me see if nope, the lights atop the pace truck are out, so we won't actually pull them, as you can see. Going through turns 1 and 2, looks like possibly Evan Knopp or someone else up there doing a little bit of blinking. That's never good on restarts, but you see the full field, all 40 plus trucks now back double file, all racked and stacked back up. Again, 41 truckers out here in Sin City, about ready to fire it back off yet again. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney. Barney's got the field. Pace truck again. Going to make that a hard left towards Albuquerque. And we're going to set the field of fire one more time right quick. Speaking of field of fire, let's go ahead and pull up the weather as we speak and see what we got going on there. Green flag. All right, 13 by being virtue of the control truck, he's always going to be, or not always, but he's the first to go ahead and get on the loud pedal, and because of that, he gets that almost instant gap. And just as we saw that, two trucks on the bottom, kind of in a little bit of a tandem draft, getting pushed all the way up to the back end of that number 13. Talking about the 63 up there right now. And 63, he was getting one heck of a shove by the one. 63, Evan Knopp, one of Austin Collins. Right now, both of those trucks on the bottom side. 63 is going to go ahead and try a little bit of the middle, see if he can maybe get a little bit of momentum there. And he's going to pull up right in front of the 00 of Pacey Wygant. Austin Collins falling back there in the 1. And the 77 of Andrew Chapman, he's working his way on up as well. But how about these weather conditions, as caution number 2 is going to fly? This might have something possibly to do with Mark Morton and Elric George. So we'll go back and check in with those guys here in just a moment. But 88 degree track temp and 65 degree air temp. So quite a bit of a difference between the two. But let's find out what brought out caution number 2. It says about the same time that Elric George and Mark Morton both went off track. So something tells me that going to have something to do with these two possibly maybe losing it off the corner. But just as I say that, it looks like there's someone right ahead of them that's having a little bit of an issue up in the wall. And let's see if we can find out who that is. Looks like 71 of Papa Bear, 54 of Kool-Aid. And all right, so let's stop right there. We're going to switch on over to the 54 right quick. It's going to be Joel Conley. Let's go ahead and rewind this here. And let's switch on up to Pop Bear. There we go. Because it looks like something happens between him and the 11, which is his son right in front of him. And let's go ahead and play this out. Oh, the 11 got loose and nowhere at all for Mike Campbell to go. So just hard luck, and that's at least we just saw one of the trucks that ended up going for a slide through the grass as a result. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live, and we should have enough time to talk to Justin Aniskok here right quick. Again, part of Alaskan Esports. So let's pull driver 13 on up. Justin, Rowdy, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that beautiful Willow Strong number 13.
What up?
What's going on, sir? So you've been up front since the beginning of the race. Couple of cautions in. Both seem like it's for loose trucks in the back. Obviously, with the clean air adorning that Barbie number 13, really haven't had too many issues where you're at. But how's the track with the current temps? What are you thinking about the race so far? Only 10 laps in.
Yeah, it's definitely loose. If I played the air right, I know that before that first caution I played the air and got them all loose and 3 wide and pulled away, but unfortunately that caution came out. I was trying to do it again, but the draft is just so strong here, and if you have someone right on your bumper, it's just gonna get you loose. And hopefully we can get some green flag runs here.
This track is absolutely notorious for having a whole lot of banking, and you get some pretty good runs off the middle and high side. What would cause you to try to find a different line as we get ready to go back green?
Honestly, on new tires, just protect the bottom because there's just so much speed down there, and then probably the middle, the upper seam right there off the first lane to on the long run. And this guy next to me is scaring me by blinking.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down to Alaskan Esports. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Barbie is definitely prettier than you, and we'll get her done.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, so we got him back on down, and let's get ready to go back green flag racing with the truck that he said was blinking to his outside is going to be Evan Knopp. So hopefully Evan's internet gets a little bit more stable to where he doesn't scare him. But we're back green flag. Let's go. Pacey Wygett making a big move, trying to get to the outside of the 13. Looks like so far he might have a good part of it. 63 staying right there with him, so they are side by side right now for P number 100 all over the the right rear of that number 13 Toyota TRD machine. 63 trying to find which line's going to work. Is he going to take it 3 wide? Nope, Justin Aniskok comes on down to block. So 00 now has no help, but being in one of those upper lines, now he's got a little bit more momentum up and off the corner. Just has to be brave enough to try to stay in the throttle just a little bit longer. One hell of a battle for right now for P number 2. Again, Pacey Wygett and Evan Knopp side by side. 77 of Andrew Chapman, and Andrew Collins going to round out the top 5. Right now, Nick Gowan up here in his number 8. He's got the 82 of Stan Carnathan right with him, stand kind of adorning some Dale Sr. Wrangler throwback colors as they go side by side into turn number 1. There's the 14 of Nate Lehman right with him, as well as the 51 of Justin Burns. Matt Boone, welcome him back to the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. Jamie Haynes, that's going to round out your top 10. Chris Murphy, John Osborne, Cole Snyder, Logan Joyner, and Kyle Taub to go through your top 15. Back here with Jeff Jones in that number 95 Toyota 2 in the chest machine. Jeff right now, he is up 3 spots, up to P31. You see the 69 of Dylan Chappell and Claire Murphy right ahead. You also see the 55 of the one and only Jeff No. Old Stout Racing, Stout Whiskey. Also, right now he's up 8 spots, sitting 28th. This is definitely the in the back of the field. But you can bet these guys will try to charge hard, especially Jeff No in that TJ's team number 55. He will push to work his way on up to the at least the top 5. Jeff, very, very stout, and I'm not just saying that because of his name. The guy knows how to wheel these things, whether it's a cup car, Xfinity car, truck, whatever it is. Just the guy needed a little bit more luck, and I think Jeff might finally be starting to find his niche here on iRacing and how to change the things that you can change with the wheel ratio, the brake bias, and all that. The guy's fast. As you see that full pack up ahead of him, he's got a lot of places to go. 08 of Dave Mayo in his Applebee's machine, way up towards that outside wall, halfway down and into turn number 3, past the Nilla straightaway. Caution number 3 is going to fly, and it looks like this is going to have something to do with Jeff Jones, the guy that we were just talking about a moment ago. So let's find out what happened with his 2 in the chest, patriotic number 95, right now. All right, so here's the 95. You see the 61 to his outside. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened here. Jeff all the way down. By now, there's enough heat built up into the tire, so he's not going to get loose coming off the corner. Into turns 1 and 2. You see the 61 to his outside. Really trying to get as much throttle time as he can. Does he come on up, or does he get clipped? What happens here? Going down the back stretch, kind of wandering, and Netcode actually grabs a hold of the 95 machine and spins him around flat into the outside wall. The rest of the field is able to get on by without further incident. Let's go ahead and watch that one more time. And we'll switch up the camera a little bit. You see the 19 of Byron Jones right behind his dad in that 95. 61 again to the outside. And we're going to stop right there. We're going to switch this on over to the right front camera and see, or actually we'll go to the right rear because I think that's where the first contact made. And let's play this quarter speed. You see Jeff come across that seam and just still kind of traveling up a little bit. But right about here is where Netcode grabs him and comes across the nose of that Toyota TRD machine. And there's nothing else that can be done about it. Very, very unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All All right, so now Cole Snyder is sitting in P number 2. Let's see if we can find him right quick. Maybe get a quick word with driver 24. This Pizza and Wings podcast machine. A little bit of red, white, and blue on that bad boy. And again, this is Cole Snyder. See if he's available. Yep, he's actually down there in Team CCR. So let's go ahead and bring up Cole right quick. See what the man from PA has to say. Cole, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Pizza and Wings podcast number 24.
Hey,
Cole, it has been an absolute longer than the proverbial minute since we last got a chance to talk. How you doing? How's your truck? What are you thinking of Vegas? And welcome back for season 6, sir.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's been a little while since we spoke, but I'm here. I'm having fun. Got my buddy in front of me. We got some good-looking trucks. It's a fun track. It's hot out here. We're trying a little, staying out and see what happens. We're here to have some fun.
Yeah, you actually haven't been down pit road as of yet, unless my tools are lying to me. So a little bit of track position. How important is track position at Las Vegas?
Oh, man, and these trucks, it's like a mini Daytona, Talladega out here. You got to hope the guy in front of you makes a little mistake in order to have any kind of run. But, yeah, it's kind of like a restrictor plate, but not. It's fun. I love racing here.
Yeah, Las Vegas has always been one of my favorites as well. Going back, all the way back is, NASCAR 07, 08, 09, and even after. This place can be a lot of fun. At what point do you start looking for an alternate line to run? Maybe the middle line, high line, to try the different grooves to see how much momentum you can get, how much extra throttle time you can get to move yourself a little bit further up in the standings.
For me, you can feel the truck. When you can grip on the bottom, and then it'll gravitate toward the middle high. And I think you burn your tires a little more when you're up high, but for the beginning of the run, maybe 10, 15 laps bottom, then you want to go middle. That's how I like to run this track. But we'll see. Me and Nathan here got the front row, and we're going to see what happens. All
right, buddy. I'll get you back on down to Team CCR. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. That Pizza and Wings podcast truck looks amazing here for the Veterans Day special.
Hey, appreciate you. Thanks.
You got it, buddy. All right, so he's back on down with Team CCR, and Cole he's another one of those great drivers. He rode it here. He's a driver back in the NNR days. He's a driver in the NAOR league. So this guy is another one that can get it done in any kind of vehicle that he pilots. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's going to be capable of doing as everybody coming back to the attention of Barney. He's got the green flag up in that Petty Esports wrapped flag stand as we get ready to go.
Green flag.
That's actually the Petty Racing Experience green flag or flag stand. There we go. I'll get it right one of these days, I promise. So the 14 and 24 able to stay 1-2 with a big surge by the 34. Logan Joyner on the bottom side. 79 and Chase McGuire comes on down, maybe grabs just a little bit of side draft back into turns 1 and 2. 34 staying hard on the throttle. 24 giving him just a little bit of extra room in the event that he should wash up. 24 also going on up. Pick up his teammate, but he's had enough. He wants to go for P number 1 himself. Cole Snyder diving it in, staying hard on the throttle all the way through turns 3 and 4. He's going to be able to pull a little bit of a slide job. 24 leading the way. Three wide, a little bit further in the back as Justin Aniscock in that number 13 goes plaid, posting the fastest lap of a 30.52 on that bottom side. You see Byron Jones up to his outside, as well as the 18 of Brad Rivers. Dylan Chappell and Austin Collins going to round out the top 12 a little bit further in the back. Like I said, I thought I saw 3 wide. Here's the 94 right there of Jimmy Mensch. Mr. Mensch started in 21st. Right now, that's exactly where he runs as this whole Hornet's Nest. Oh, we got caution again. It's going to happen right at the end of the Nellis straightaway. Looks like Jeff Jones might have something to do with this in his 2 in the chest Toyota yet again. Let's go on back and double check. All right, so here he is, got 61 to his outside. Kind of almost looks like second verse, same as the first. Actually, I take that back. Let's that looks eerily similar, but I don't think that's going to be what it's about. I think it's something's going to have to do here with Mike Miller in his Miller Lite Toyota, red, white, and blue Yoda letters. Let's go ahead and play this out. See the 55 of Jeff No to his inside. High, wide, and handsome. Justin Hanscott coming up on the outside. Something tells me, Netcode grabs yet another one. Guys and girls out there, we cannot go 3 wide with the amount of netcode that's here. The 5 still trying to keep that thing locked down and comes down across a couple more trucks. Let's check in with Dave Mayo in his 08. Check his view of this all. Let's go ahead and play it. His Applebee's 08. Something tells me it's just going to be where the 5 came back down across the track. Even though he was trying to whoa and slow that machine up, just came on back down. 8, nowhere to go. Goes back high, and just as that's happening, you see the 40 there of Elric George and his Caterpillar machine come up the side, almost putting the 08 on his side. He was definitely up on 2 wheels. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so how about we try to maybe check in with Logan Joyner? Or I don't think I saw him earlier as being available. Actually, no, I take that back. He is. He's down there part of Eons Motorsports. So we'll go ahead and bring up driver 34 here right quick. Logan, it's repeat up in the booth. You got a copy in that 34?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud, you're going to have all the clean air you could possibly ask for on the hood of that 34 Silverado. Talk us through your race so far and what you think of Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in race number 3 of season 6.
It's definitely draft dependent. I've stayed out. I haven't pitted yet. I feel like if we can just get out in clean air, we'll be all right. Definitely gonna have to pit probably the next go round. Hopefully everybody comes with me, but yeah, it's definitely a drafting game and just conserving that tire so you don't get tight. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out.
All right, buddy. I see everybody getting all racked and stacked back up. I'll go ahead and get you back on down with Eons Motorsports right quick. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up and grab a lap, you grab a point. Go get him in that sun drop machine.
Thanks, man.
You got it. All right, get him back on down to Eons Motorsports again right quick with the rest of that huge team. All right, and when I say huge, I mean I'm talking about John Osborne, Logan Joyner, Mike LeBlanc, Nicholas Gowan, Stan Carnathan, and I believe there's another addition to that team a little bit further back, but okay, never mind. Nobody's actually in those team comms, so most everybody kind of hanging out in the main Eons Motorsports chat. Or team comms, I should say. All right, coming off of turn number 4, ending of caution number 4. Pace truck's going to go ahead and make that hard left towards pit road. We're going to go back green one more time.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. All right, a little bit of single file up on the high side. Just as I say that, 77 was going to go ahead and try to take it low. Andrew Chapman made the attempt. 34 came on down, slammed that door shut. Here comes the 34, Justin Aniscock in that Barbie Willow Strong number 13 machine. And these quarters here are absolutely tight. A lot of close quarter battle all the way around this this track. And looks like 77 finally able to work his way under the 34. And he's going to try to lead a lap here. Andrew Chapman, untested, coming across the start stripe, 13 down low. And that will be the 77's lap to lead. All right, a little bit further in the back as we check in with a few more of these guys. Battles literally all over this track here in Las Vegas. From what I hear, if you've never been here, this is definitely one of those venues that you just have to absolutely come and see. The racing with the various banked lines leads for a lot of side by side, which is what a lot of the guys that we've talked to so far have said. This place is like a mini Daytona. Yeah, you're not on the throttle all the time, but it is really, really tight, close racing from first all the way back through 40th. Speaking of 40th, let's go on back, find out who's in the rear, as it looks like Elric George is in the back right now in this Caterpillar number 40. Dave Mayo right ahead of him in his Mountain Dew 08. Claire Murphy in the 61 right now, sitting 39th. Chris Murphy right ahead. Doug King looks like he's down there. I'm sorry, up there in that patriotic number 87. We will never forget talking about 9/11. James Litzenberger in this 25, although it says 33 there. Up, never mind. It's actually the 53 right behind him. It's going to be Jamie Haynes. But yeah, James Litzenberger in this Rackley number 25, down 14 spots, sitting 34th. But this is the first time that this 25 has been on track here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series in quite a while. So definitely a big welcome back to James Kamal. Checking in with Jeff Jones. Here he is in this number 95. We salute you, patriotic Toyota TRD machine. Right now, Jeff Jones, he's up 7 spots, sitting 27th. Mike Miller, right to his... Ooh. Whew. I thought I wasn't quite sure what they were going to do with that, but Mike kind of running that middle line. 95 is going to push him all the way down the Nellis straightaway. Josh Arnold up to his outside. There you see the 4 of Mark Morton as well as the 8 of Nick Gowan right ahead. And right now Nick kind of has the spot, and he's got 5 or 6 more guys right behind him. Nick Gowan down 19 spots from the start, but never ever don't ever count this guy out. Caution is out yet again. Looks like it's going to have something to do with Mike Carter. So let's go on back with Mike Carter here right quick. Find out exactly what happened with driver 98. Let's switch on over to our chase cam. There you see the 11 of Mike Campbell III underneath. And let's play this out. Find out. Mobile 1. Silverado. Across the start stripe there. You still see the 11 down low. You see the 55 of Jeff No right ahead. And I think that's going to be the 27, if I'm not mistaken, right in front of him. 55 came up to pick up the run. Coming into the outside of the 11. 11 comes on up, tags the 98 in the left rear. And that is all they wrote. 98, no contact with anything. Let's actually take a look at that left rear right quick. See if he's got any real damage. Maybe a little bit of bowing, but not too much. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Great save by him. I mean, absolutely. All right, so Cole Snyder looks like he's going to go ahead and stay out after coming in on lap 27. Chase McGuire is now going to be to his outs. I'm sorry. Is now going to, yeah, it'll be to his outside in this number 79 machine. All right, let's see if we can't find Chase here right quick. Chase McGuire hanging out there in Team CCR. So we'll go ahead and pull him on up for just a quick chat. Chase, it's Repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that 79 Silverado.
I got you.
All right, bud. So you are now, you're up 27 spots by virtue of speed and cautions and this Pizza and Wings podcast Silverado. But how you feeling now that we're just about 40 laps into the race?
I'm not sure how to feel because being up front in clean air, it's really nice. But then, after sometimes depending on strategy, when I'm back in the pack, it's just craziness back there, and I'm always on my toes. So for this run, I'm glad that I'm up front. Okay, so I'm glad that you kind of took me down that path. If you're being kept on your toes, does that make you a better racer because you feel like you have to constantly be alert? Or when you're up front and you're leading the race, do you feel like at times you can get to be a little lax and just hit your line and let the field come to you? Hold on, could you say that one more time? I missed you because Rev.
Yep, sorry. If you're in the back, do you feel like you have and you're on your toes? Do you feel like you have to constantly be alert to what's going on around you, or do you prefer to be up front to where all you have to worry about really is just hitting your marks and let the field come to you?
Oh, for Vegas, I definitely prefer being up front and just hitting my marks. It's much smoother that way, and I definitely feel like I'm faster that way.
All right, Chase, well, I'll get you back on down. You got the whole field chasing you. Get it? Anyway, I'll get you back on down to Team CCR. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Again, it's a great-looking Pizza and Wings podcast Silverado. Go get him, sir.
All right, thank you.
You got it. All right, so we got him back on down. And, again, the whole field's chasing Chase. Let's get ready to go. In the middle of turns 3 and 4, 24, Cole Snyder. He has chosen the high side. Brad Rivers in his U.S. Army number 18 with Nate Lehman to start the top 4. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back in. Barney's got the green flag in hand, ready to drop it. Pace truck's on pit road. Let's go. This is the first challenge we've seen for a while coming off of turn 4. It's going to be a drag race. 24, Cole Snyder to the outside. 79 drops below the yellow line, and he's going to go ahead and grab a point for leading that lap. Brad Rivers in that U.S. Army Patriotic Memory or tribute car. There we go. To I believe that's going to be his father on the hood of his Ford. Let's actually go ahead and show you what this machine looks like right quick. There you go, Brad Rivers, Petty Officer 4, if I'm not mistaken, Rivers, and yeah, absolutely great tribute truck from Brad Rivers. Right now sitting P number 3, Justin Aniscock to his outside, Pacey Wygant, Jeff No, Dylan Chappell, Nate Lehman, Matt Boone, as well as Ed Muffin Robertson to round out the top 10. Great looking truck, Brad. In fact, you know what? Let's go for a little bit of a ride along with Brad Rivers. We'll actually no. Let's go a little bit further back. Let's take Pacey Wygant on that bottom side. Actually, scratch that. Let's go with Jeff No. He's up on the high side in that number 55 Stout Racing machine. Let's do a little bit of a crank it up session. If you got a nice TV or a nice sound bar, go ahead and crank it up. And yeah, let's go. Few laps around, few various shots, sights, and sounds of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And this pack is absolutely building. 3 wide back there. 63 thought about taking it low. 14 now on the bottom side also. 14 again, Nate Lehman. Getting pinched down a little bit by the 77 of Andrew Chapman. And a lot of great pack racing going on here at Las Vegas. Right now, still the 18 kind of leading this pack. Again, that's going to be Brad Rivers as we take a look from his gearbox. 2x2, few rows deep. There's definitely some comers and goers. And if we look ahead from his nose cam, there you see what's ahead. Justin Ascock leading right now. Pacey Wise at P2. Matt Boone, Cole Snyder, and Dylan Chappell is going to be your top 5. '81 of John Osborne is going to go ahead and try to make a move. Pull down to the inside of the 55 of Jeff No. Jeff comes on down, slams that door shut. 16 of KT's Designs for Kyle Taub way down. Byron Jones way down on the apron as well. He's going to slide in right behind the 55 of Jeff No. And they're going to try to push. 81 in the middle, 16 up high. A whole lot of pinching going on. 55 gets turned to the outside wall. That was not going to work for much longer. And so far, no caution, as it looks like we should see one momentarily. But everything that just happened right there was off the track. Definitely saw that all unfold right in front of us. Let's go back with Kyle Taub. There's the caution. All right, we definitely saw that all unfold right in front of us. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the chase cam right quick. And U.S. Air Force Do You Know Tub Ford F-150. All right, let's go ahead and play this out. They were 3 wide. '81's going to go ahead and try to thread the needle. All right, let's actually stop that right there. Let's kind of switch this on over to the 81 if we can. There's John. Let's go ahead and rewind this just a tad. Let's stop, and let's take a look from his left front. And let's quarter speed. Just hooked, unfortunately. And that is going to be the end of Jeff No's night. Comes on down, collects the 77. Very, very unfortunate. All right, and I believe that was going to be the end of that, so play that out. 77 gets involved, 16 to Kyle Taub, and let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Brad Rivers now leading the way in his U.S. Army machine. Let's see if we can find Brad right quick.
The tires, so I'm thinking I should.
Mr. Rivers, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy real quick.
I got you.
All right, man. Sorry to interrupt your conversation talking about tires. Hopefully it wasn't very important information that the rest of your Eons Motorsports teammates were going to need. But you got Byron Jones right behind. Here we are working lap 55. You've been in the thick of things. Now you've got all the air you could possibly need to adorn the hood of that patriotic tribute, number 18. Talk us through your race. Talk us through your tribute, if you don't mind, and then what you're thinking about the race so far tonight here at Vegas.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Yeah, my tribute is to I lost my dad about this year in April to cancer, and he was an army dude back in when he was 18, younger days, and just he was my best friend, and I had lost him way too soon, and yeah, just ever since this paint scheme, I won't run any other paint scheme. But this race, man, it's had its ups and downs for sure for me. I spun myself early on, trying to avoid a wreck, and came back, and I don't know. I figured I'd pit right here now because there's a lot of people stayed out. So if they're on old tires, I'd take the newer ones. So it feels a lot better on fresher tires. We'll see what we can do here.
So now there's definitely going to be a difference in speed as you try to work your way through. Although you're really not off the throttle a whole lot here. Justin Anscott kind of referred to this as kind of like another Daytona, just not quite. But it's definitely a draft track, definitely a pack track. How are you going to manage the time difference between your four brand new Eagle Feel Goods and those that are out there since lap 38 and earlier?
Well, definitely. I just got dropped to the end for exiting close pit, so it's all right. So I got 4 freshies, so I'll just take my time, work my way through there, and and be clean and be smart and try to get up there. These cautions keep happening, so I mean, it'll probably be in my advantage if these cautions keep happening. But I mean, I want to see some green flag laps, so.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down with the rest of your Eons Motorsports teammates. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up of that Patriot truck, and hopefully we'll talk to you again a little bit later on for a podium finish.
For sure. Thanks, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, go ahead and get you back on down as soon as there you are. All right, so back on down with Eons Motorsports goes the driver of this number 18 machine for Brad Rivers. Bad Brad. And unfortunately, due to the loss of his dad, I tell you, I wish we can, strike cancer of all kinds from the world. I really do. Hear about it way too often anymore. All right, so Byron Jones now leading the way in his number 19 Jones Paint Designs Sophia the Fierce Silverado. Looks like the lights atop the pace truck are out down the middle of the backstretch. And Byron, he's gonna be up there. I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. All right, pace truck is coming off of turn number 4. Let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney. Pace truck's going to go ahead again and make that left turn. This will be the completion of caution number 6 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is the Willow Strong 125. We're green flag racing. Let's go. Mark Morton sitting there in P number 2 in his Budweiser number 4. Here comes the 41 also of Mike LeBlanc. But Byron Jones, he's going to be able to come across the start stripe and lead that lap. As it looks like Stan Carnathan might have had a little bit of an issue in the back. But so far, no caution. Let's go back and check with Stan's number 82, Dale Sr. lookalike, or Dale Sr. tribute truck. Let's go ahead and switch this on over, and let's play this out. This is going into turn 1 right after taking the green. You see the 94, James Mensch, up to his outside. Down the back stretch, into turns 3 and 4, completing the Nellis straightaway yet again. Into turn 3, 94 up high, and it looks like the 82 just getting a little loose on those newer tires, and just 79 unable to cut him any slack right there, sending the 82 through the grass. The 40 of Elric George gives him a little bit of a tap as well, and that's what played out right there. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so back up front, no caution, still working lap 61 of 125. Byron Jones right now still leading, contested by the 41 of Mike LeBlanc. Mark Morton in that Bud number 4. He's going to try to bring it up the low side. 41 to the outside. Here we go, right behind. You got Charlie Mosley, Austin Collins, and Mike Miller here. Mike Miller able to work his way back on up in that patriotic Miller Lite number 5. And, of course, you see the 51 of Justin Burden as well, all side-by-side battling. And this is why they say it's kind of like a mini Daytona. Pacey wide, he's going to take this 3 wide, 51 in the middle, 54 of Joel Conley in that Kool-Aid truck up on the outside. 3 wide, off of turn number 4, coming across the start stripe, 51, kind of squeezing the 61, way down low, pinching him to the bottom side, and caution's going to fly yet again. Looks like Logan Joyner is going to have something to do with this one. Let's go ahead and go check back in with him. We just spoke with him a little bit ago. Here he is in this number 34. Let's go ahead and hop on with his chase cam, and let's play this out. So this is going into turn 1. You see the 23 of Jose Ruiz right below him. You see the 61 and 11 just ahead. 61 got a little loose. 11 in the middle. I believe that Jose Ruiz just went ahead and took the bottom side. Does he have too much throttle off of 4? Let's actually stop that and rewind here a little bit. All right, let's play this up to about right here. All right, let's switch on over to his right front. Is he? No, he's not exactly. Who's this? Let's see if we can find the 61 right here. Let's go ahead and switch it on back to the 61. That's going to be Claire Murphy. And let's take a look at his left rear. All right, and we'll kind of go quarter time. And so he caused a little bit of damage, so just barely hits him, but it was enough to take him around. And both of these guys, as well as the 77, his 77 is going to absolutely clear the 34. I thought he was about to clear his clock, is what I thought. 61 going for a ride, so is the 77. And 34 back up on track. You see him trying to hit the brakes not to collect anybody else or get too much damage up to the wall. And that's how that cookie crumbled. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, 51 coming off of pit road. Austin Collins now leading the way in his Rude Bush Toyota. So let's see if we can find Austin. Pretty sure I might know right where he's at. Yep, there he is down there in Weaver Motorsports. So we'll go ahead and pull Austin on up for a quick chat. Austin, it's Repeat up in the booth. You got a copy in that number 1 Toyota TRD machine?
I hear you, Pete. How's it going, buddy?
All right, Austin. This is the furthest you've been up after your start, or so it would seem. You're up 2 spots after starting 3rd. This has been a back-and-forth night for a lot of truckers. How do you prepare to try to keep the entire field behind you as we're working caution number 7?
You don't. I'm not going to be able to hold these guys off. They're going to go flying by me on both sides probably here, but plan is just to hold on as well as I can, try to gain back the track position I lost whenever I had to stay on pit road and get some damage fixed. Truck's just real ill handling for me right now. I had a little bit of left rear damage, and it's made it a little slow on the straights and then a little looser on the exit of corners. So we're just going to try to hold on here and try to flip it back so I'm back on the same strategy with all these other guys up here, and hopefully get back to where I can have a chance to get this win tonight.
I tell you, I've seen a lot of people getting really, really loose on 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods coming off of turn 4 for the first lap. Is that an example of what you're referring to?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling that every lap though from here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I said, with that, like I said, I'm driving it trying to keep it under me. Like I said, it's pretty ill handling. But like I said, it's nothing we can't try to hold on to. We're out here to have a good time, and that's what we're going to do here.
All right, Austin, I'll get you back on down with your Weaver Motorsports teammates. Good luck. As always, keep the shiny side up. Ride looks great. And yeah, man, go get it.
Appreciate it, Pete. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it. All right, so that again is Austin Collins right now leading the way. Pacey Wygant, you see him back there in that Sophia the Fierce, rest in peace, 00, old Buckshot number, and Buckshot Jones back in the day. But yeah, Pacey and Justin Ascock, he's back up to P number 3 after a pretty eventful evening that he's had as well. All right, coming across the start stripe, we're going to go ahead and get double file back up. Lights atop the pace truck are now out. We're going to go back green to start lap number 68, and what a race it's been so far. So some cautions for contact, others, just issues, ill handling issues here in these trucks. Let's go ahead and get a quick check on our temps. Looks like 77-degree track temp, so that's down a little bit. 65-degree air temp, so that's pretty much stayed the same throughout. And as you can see, track time right now is going to be 5:51 in the evening. So I don't think we have enough time left to transition into twilight or into night, but it's going to be it's going to be an interesting conclusion to this race, to say the least. Two in the Chest wants to know, how are the damages to Jeff Jones and his number 95? Two in the Chest, Patriotic Machine. After this restart, I'll gladly go in the back, check it out, and get you an update for that 95. Tristan Bailey says, "What's up, buddy? What's up, Hasbel? Good to see you out here." All right, so the pace truck's going to go ahead and make that left turn. Good to see you, Tristan. Green flag is up. Green flag is out. We're going back racing. Let's go. All right, so the one, by virtue of being the control truck, just like everyone else, he's able to get on that throttle first. He'll be able to go ahead and lead a lap and work his way on through the field. Tristan says, doing good, spotting for Byron for the fun of it, trying to help. Hell yeah, man. Good to see you're back involved. It'd be good to see you back on track more than that. But good to see you either way. When he says spotting for Byron, he's talking about Byron Jones. Byron right now a little bit further back after some issues. Right now sitting 21st in his Jones PND Sophia the Fierce number 19. Right now on the bottom side, you see Mike Campbell III just to his outside, as well as Joel Conley in that 54 right behind him. Byron, hold on. We got a little bit of that apron. A good save by him, sending the 54 to scatter and be able to keep it going. Where did that 54 end up? Right now, Joel Conley way in the back after watching that 19 get a little too squirrely after a little bit too much left sides down on the apron. But either way, good save by Joel. All right, so we were asking about not Jeff, no, the other Jones, talking about Jeff Jones. Here we go. Jeff right now up here in this number 95. Jeff right now sitting P16, up 18 spots from where he started by virtue of speed and cautions. But right now, Jeff Jones, he's absolutely digging. Two in the Chest, Hero's Blood. A star-spangled patriotic scheme. That's going to be James Mensch up to his outside. He's going to have a whole lot of the bottom side to himself. It seemed like most were up by the wall coming down the Nellis straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Two in the Chest 2023.blogspot.com. Go on over. As you can see, they are a southern metal rock band. Go on over. Give them a listen. Give him a thumbs up. Give him a like. Whatever the case may be. All right, less than 50 laps remaining right now. Working lap 74 of 125. Again, Jeff Jones working 14th, now up 20 spots as this continues to change. You see the 25 of James Kamal, James Litzenberger, also with Nick Gowan up to his outside. James mentioned the 94, about scrubbing the wall. There's the 79 of Chase McGuire. We spoke to him just a little bit ago. There's the 18 of Brad Rivers. So some of the guys that we talked to earlier while leading now finding themselves a little bit further in the back and doing damn well. Mike Miller back here in the 5. He's got the 08 of Dave Mayo. Both of those trucks were involved in issues a little bit ago. So right now, they're working their way back on through. Right now, sitting mid-pack. That 08 looked bad loose. Even just coming through the trioval. Looked like it was about ready to kick out. And that's never a great feeling. This with Dave Mayo. See the 79 underneath him. And let's see if he has the same issue as he had a little bit ago. Actually, let's go ahead and jump on board. Let's jump into the cockpit with him. See exactly what kind of a truck he's fighting as the 5 goes ahead and hits that full send button coming underneath him. Into turns 3 and 4, still right behind the 79. 5 still trying to gain spots on the bottom, just nowhere to go. 41 also making use, and that's going to be Mike LeBlanc. But truck looks pretty stable now. But the way looks and feels are, it could be two completely different things. All right, back up front. Not much has changed. 13 of Justin Anscott continues to lead. The 00 for Pacey Weiger right now still sitting P2. Ed Robertson right now sitting P3 in his number 64. Cole Snyder in the 24 sitting P4. Matt Boone in that number 6. Silverado right for his Black Rifle Machine. Sitting P5, up 6 spots. Jamie Haynes, he's had quite an eventful night as well. Right now, sitting P6, actually right where he started. So he's been a little bit further back. I think he's right back to where he started. So it could be an up and up night for Mr. Haynes in his Little Caesar Chevy Silverado. Take a lap around with Mr. Haynes, why don't we? All right, so the one of Austin Collins continuing to try to stay out there. Again, the last time he was on pit road was lap 38. So might be trying to play just a little bit of the tire game way up high, trying to use a little bit of the momentum to make up for the tire that he doesn't have. Meanwhile, he's surrounded by trucks that have been on and off pit road on either lap 54 or 64. The majority of the field was last on pit road lap 54. So the whole lot going on, differing tire strategies. But Austin Collins trying to hold on and do everything that he can to preserve as much track position as he can so he doesn't have to fight back through the field too hard when or if another caution comes out or we end up going through a round of green flag pit stops. Anna Scott still leading, Pacey Wyatt P2, Ed Robertson right now sitting P3. And definitely want to give a big shout out. One trying to woe it up to come on down pit road. So Austin Collins says, I've had enough, gotta go. Great entry onto pit road. Going to grab 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods. Go ahead and fill it up with that Sunoco Virtual E15 fuel and come on back out. As I was saying, definitely want to give a big thanks to everybody that's out there, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV through your favorite Roku TV or streaming deck, or on Kick. Again, welcome everybody. Welcome to the flight. Definitely appreciate the few new likes over there on the Kick side. And don't forget, if you haven't already, please go on over to your Roku under the streamer section. Search out IROC TV. It's the logo that you see there underneath the scoring pylon. Add the channel. Unlike a lot of the other channels on Roku, this one is completely free. Whether you would like to watch POV streams, podcasts, club, league, or community races, whatever it is on iRacing, go on over, add the channel. It's completely free. All races, whether live or re-air, are in beautiful 4K. And oh, by the way, no commercials. So there you go. Two in the chest asking, how are the 95's tires? Well, it's a good question. 95 was last on pit road as he continues to try to chase his way through the field. Jeff Jones was last on pit road on lap 54. So working lap 88 has been a good 30 plus laps since he went down pit road. I'm sure by now his right side's starting to give up a little bit, but he's got a little bit more oomph than both. The 89 is going to try to work his way to the outside of the 94. James Mensch way up high, wide, and handsome by the wall. Joel Conley and the 77 going to try to get back on by. Way up by the wall, still going to try to grab a push from the 77. A little bit of a pull from the 94 of James Mensch. So yeah, 95, he's up there cruising. One of the guys we haven't talked much about here is the 23 of Jose Ruiz. Sitting 21st after starting 23rd, now 22nd as the 79 gets by up on the high side. 23 of Jose Ruiz right now sitting 22nd. Couple spots back there, you see the 89 of Charlie Mosley. He's got the 54 of Joel Conley to his inside. Jimmy Mensch dropping back a little bit as well. There's Andrew Chapman in the 77. The 57 of Kenny Lynn. Kenny right now sitting 27th. He's up 4 spots from where he started. 57 almost came across the nose of that 95 of Jeff Jones, the name you know. And that could have been pretty bad for both of them. Field really getting spaced out now. Not a whole lot going on. Not quite the packs that we've seen all night long. Yeah, there's still a couple side-by-sides here and there. but for the most part, each driver's got a little bit of racing room to where they catch up and they start passing those that have really abused their tires for the most part. Working up there with Nick Gowan. It looks like we might have a battle for the lead right now. Actually, it's going to be the 71 of Mike Papa Bear Campbell in that patriotic number 71 is about ready to go a lap down. Let's see if we can grab onto the gearbox, Papa Bear, looking at the leaders or the battle for the lead. Looks like right now it is Justin Anscock, Pacey Wygant, as it looks like the 13. He's going to go ahead and peel off. Come on down pit road. So that'll hand the lead over to Pacey Wygant with the 64 of Ed Robertson right behind. And again, Justin Anscock, he's going to bring this Barbie Willow Strong, number 13, to the attention of his pit crew. Grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Go ahead and top it off. He should be able to come on back out. 30 laps remaining here from the for the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. Again, this is race number 3 in season number 6. Let's take a quick look at the points for this evening. Pacey Wygant sitting atop with 89 points. Evan Knopp 80. Jeff No 75. So good series so far for Jeff No. Justin Anscock, who we were just keeping an eye on, 68 points. So these guys. It's been very, very interesting, but Justin Anscock, last week's winner, right now after his green flag pit stop, that's going to automatically, I believe, put him at least 1 lap down, as it looks like only the top 28 out of 40, what I say earlier, 41 cars are left on the lead lap. Looks like Ed Robertson, he's decided to come on down pit road as well. So Pacey Wygant, the last time he was on pit road was lap 54. So how long is it going to be before he has to come on down pit road for his tires? Because the longer he waits, everybody else is going to gain time with those 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. They can run wide open for a few laps as we come to 25 to go here in just a couple more. So it'll be interesting to see if the 00 hits pit road sometime soon or if he decides to try to stay out. But right now, Jamie Haynes in this 53, he's another one that went in on lap 54. The first guy a little bit further back on somewhat newer tires is this guy right here, Mike Miller, in this patriotic Miller Lite number 5. Right now, he's sitting P16. He was last on pit road, lap 64. Same thing with Mike LeBlanc right behind him in the 41. He was also on pit road, lap 64. And beyond that, those that came down sooner, you'd be talking about Austin Collins, Justin Anscock, Ed Robertson, Matt Boone. They all came down on lap 94, 95, or so on. So I don't anticipate this 00 staying out for too much longer. Hitting the century mark, 100 laps now just about complete, leaving 25 laps remaining here for the Willow Strong 125 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. Welcome aboard. If you haven't already, please go on over, smash the follow, whether it's on Twitch or Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Kick or YouTube. Make sure you add the IROC TV channel on your favorite Roku device by searching for IROC TV under the streamer section. Again, it is an absolutely free channel to add and watch. Pacey's going to go ahead and hit the binders, try to bring it down to pit road speed at the line. He does just that. Great job. All right, so Pacey's going to go ahead and hand over the lead, leaving the 53 of Jamie Haynes to now lead. And again, he was last on pit road the same lap as Pacey Wygant on lap 54. Nick Gowan the same way. Brad Rivers on 55. Nate Lehman on 54. 64 for Justin Burden in this number 51. So he's got some new tires as Jamie Haynes brings it on down to the attention of his crew. So now Nick Gowan leading. All right, now Nick Gowan now under threat, but these are both lap down trucks trying to get their lap back. With newer tires, it really shouldn't be much of a fight. 8's going to move up behind the 64. The 1 is going to go ahead and try to get underneath, get back on the throttle before the 8 can, and should go ahead and get his lap back the old-fashioned way. So there goes the 1 right there. The 8, though, trying to put up a little bit of a battle. He knows that some of these trucks are very, very strong. He may not want them to get back on the lead lap. 21 to go here in the Willow Strong 125. All right, 8's going to go ahead and slow it up, blow it up, down to pit road speed as well. So that's going to hand the lead over now to Byron Jones in his Sophia the Fierce Jones Paint and Designs, number 19. Byron was also on lap 64, so he could probably go another few more laps before he has to pit. He's probably hoping that the caution will come out and everybody will come on down for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. But so far, that's not the case. Not only that, if he stays out and the caution comes out, he's going to go ahead and trap a lot of really good trucks, possibly a lap down. Tristan Bailey says Byron's got to pit on lap 110 and try to run some people down. There you go. Straight from the team comms. All right, so let's actually see if we can't find one of our drivers here right quick. See if we can find Stan Carnathan out here in this number 82. I think he's had a pretty interesting evening. What do you say we actually try to have a word with Stan here right quick while he's getting it done out here on track.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up.
I don't know what that was, but okay. Stan, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in Eon's Motorsports 82.
Yeah, Pete, what's up?
I have no idea what that music was. But, buddy, right now you find yourself 29th. You got into a little bit of an issue earlier.
In the back is where I am, Pete.
Yeah, I know you are. But buddy, you're trying to work your way on back through. You were on pit road last on lap 85, which means you should be pretty close in making it all the way through. With these guys that were on pit road lap 55 or 65, maybe even 75, because that would take them right to about the end, depending on how much throttle time they've used. Can you make it all the way to the end? Can you see the checkers in this machine?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm pretty sure everybody's good. Austin and I were the first ones to pit. Different tire strategies going on right now. Guys have different sets. Took sets, didn't take sets during all those cautions. So I'm in pretty poor shape, but well,
I'll tell you what. I'll do you a little bit of
good on fuel.
I'll do you a little bit of a favor here, bud. I'll take a ride around all 4 of your quarter panels just in case you have any doubt about any damage on your truck. Looks like your left sides are pretty good. No issue at all. Nothing around the wheel wells. Take a look at your right side, your right front, looking pretty good as well. Right rear, no damage. Maybe a little bit of scrapage, but not too shabby. And if I take a look at your rear fin, it looks like that is straight as an arrow as well. So your Eons Motorsports 82 Silverado's looking pretty good. Just got to get up there and try to run some of these guys down, Stan.
Yeah, the only damage the truck has is the driver. So it'll be all right here.
All right.
But how's it look? I know there were cautions early on, but there's a lot of trucks out here, man.
Yeah, 41 trucks out there watching between Roku through the IROC TV channel, of course Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick now. So yeah, there's been between 20 and 30 people, hanging out, chatting up, keeping us company, and enjoying a great turnout for what iRacing Truck Series race from Las Vegas for the Willow Strong 125. Stan, I'll go ahead and I'll get you back in. We're getting ready to see the 10 to go in just a couple laps. Keep that Eons Motorsports Chevrolet Silverado with the shiny side up. And buddy, it's always good to talk to you. Thanks for letting me check in.
Yeah, will do. Thanks, Pete.
You got it. All right, so we'll get him back on down with Brad Rivers, John Osborne, Logan Joyner, Mike LeBlanc, and Nick Gallen. Again, this is the 82 of Stan Carnathan for Eons Motorsports. How about that? All right, so he definitely has a lot of work to do. And guys, I love talking to Stan. Stan is actually one of the self-appointed, I shouldn't say self-appointed, one of the admins for the IROC channel on Roku. The main owner liked everything that Stan is capable of doing, and a lot of his ideas that he's had for the channel, such as going from just one channel up to 4, and everything else that goes on over on the Roku side. So big shout out to Stan Carnathan, old Fatless Dig from back in the day on console. Definitely appreciate this guy without a doubt. All right, so back up front, let's get there. Justin Aniscock still leading in this number 13 by just a 10th over Ed Robertson. Ed Robertson absolutely hounding the back end or the tailgate of this number 13. There you also see the 61. 61 is not in a position to battle for the top 3, though. He is one or more laps down as the top 2 kind of really trying different lines to see which one will work best for them. 13 all the way down, 64 stayed up high, completely leaving the 61 behind. And now they've got I believe it's going to be the 55 for Jeff No that they're going to come up on next. Jeff No way up in the distance, now going into turns 1 and 2 with 9 laps to go here from Las Vegas. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule that we got coming up. Here we are, Las Vegas this evening for the Veterans Day race. And again, they are off next week. And then after that, we're going to go to the Milwaukee Mile for the Willow Strong 150 on November the 19th. And then it's pretty much every week thereafter, except for maybe one a little bit further on in the schedule that might change a little bit because of the Super Bowl. So instead of racing on a Sunday night, the entire league will have the Super Bowl off and then come on back. And then after February the 11th, shortly thereafter, the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series will go back green from the Coliseum. And it's going to be another great 36 or 40 race season to kick off season number 3 for those guys. All right, so the Milwaukee Mile is up next in just 2 very short weeks. They're saying Byron's going to have to pit. Looks like Byron did actually come down on lap 110, so he's got 4 brand new Eagle Field Goods sitting back in 24th. So he's got to hope that some of the guys that came in on 55 or 65 that haven't pit yet, which I don't see. Yeah, it looks like Mike Carter who pit on lap 66. He's on pit road. Mark Morton came down on lap 75. He's on pit road. Elric George looks like he is out of the race as well. So some of the guys that have shown a lot of speed just unfortunately get caught up with the strategy. Byron Jones sitting way in the back right now, about P24, down 12 spots from where he started in this Jones Paint Designs number 19. Speaking of Jones Paint Designs, the Jones Paint Design service will actually be sponsoring the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series tomorrow evening for their Season 2 finale from Phoenix. So Byron may actually be up in the booth with me for that race. If he is, it'll be great to talk to the guy again. Get a handle on his paint and design service and what he offers and what the price table is and all that. So it'll be great to chat with the young buck yet again. It's been a while since he's been in the booth. Again, Jones Paint and Design. Jones PND on Twitter. I just say Twitter because that's what I'm used to. Yeah, now it's follow on X. Yeah. Tristan Bailey says that little damage on the right rear is slowing him down on the straightaways. Very little damage. All right, back up front. It's the 64 still all over the tailgate of that hashtag Willow Strong number 13 for Justin Aniscock. Pacey Wygant now a little bit further back. He's a good second plus, 1.7 seconds behind the leader, and a good second and a half off of Ed Robertson's time or position on track. So if this was to end right now, it would be Justin Aniscock, Ed Robertson, and Pacey Wygant as the top three in the booth. But something tells me that this battle for P number 1 is about to heat up. Let's get ready for this. Ed Robertson keeping an eye on that Willow Strong number 13 for Rowdy going into turn number 3. This is the final lap. Can they make anything? Can he make something happen? Looks like the 64 might be a little tight, not able to get back in the throttle when he wants. And Justin Aniscock, he's going to come across the start stripe, and he will win at Las Vegas. So Justin Aniscock will be the first driver to go back-to-back here in the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series for season number 6. Willow Strong has made a couple of great visits to Victory Lane. 00 of Pacey Wygant going to come on up, share his congratulatory remarks. Usually, what you'll see happen is they'll go ahead and throw it in neutral and stab the gas, and you kind of hear them rev it side by side. There you go. See, that's an example. All right, let's go ahead and clear the boards. It's going to be all about driver 13. Rowdy, it's all you, sir. Go ahead and burn them down. All right, great burnout by Justin Aniscock in this Willow Strong number 13. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the dubbed Polish victory lap, dubbed by Alan Kulwicki way back in the day. This is where real driver would have the window net down and he'd have his hand out the driver's side window, saluting all the fans that came out to watch an amazing race, and that is exactly what they got yet again this evening. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 1 show the backstretch a little love. Right rear, way off the ground. And, hey, why not try a little in reverse, I guess. I guess if you're going to run a lap backwards, why not run a backwards lap? Good lap, Rowdy. Great job. Congratulations on the W. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't anybody go. I can't talk tonight. Don't anybody go anywhere. We will be right back with our top 3 in the booth. We're going to kick it off first with Pacey Wygett finishing P number 3, Ed Robertson second, and Justin Aniskok in that hashtag Willow Strong number 13 finishing first. We will be right back, I promise. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. We got our top 3 live in the booth. Going to kick it off with Pacey Wygett in this 00. Sophia the Fierce, rest in peace. A Little Angel Machine, down 1 spot after starting outside pole. Pacey, one hell of a racer. You saw a little bit of the mid pack. You definitely had to pit. I believe I saw a little out of sequence. And then here you are able to finish P3 right behind Ed Robertson and the guy that's going to go back-to-back here, Justin Aniskok. Talk us through your race, please.
It was all about just trying to get the track position and when to and when not to pit. Fresh tires was so big, and I knew if I stuck behind Justin that I'd be pretty much set. And just needed a ride like we did last season, and that's what we tried doing. Towards the end, I tried going a little off sequence just to see, but with those two up there drafting, and it was just too big to overcome with the new tires. I gave it a valiant effort, but that was just too much.
You know, talking a little bit about strategy, you finishing here in P3. Meanwhile, your teammate Byron Jones seemed like something else happened. I know that he had a little bit of help with Tristan Bailey spotting for him this evening. Why did he struggle while you were here? You are finishing P3.
I'll be honest with you, Pete. I have no clue. He told me before the race started that he was going to be muted up for the race because he had the spotter and just wanted to focus on the spotting.
Oh,
so I couldn't tell you.
Well, fair enough. I appreciate you being honest. Well, man, one hell of a job. We are off next week before we get to the Milwaukee Mile on November 19th. What do you plan to do on your off week, and then how much preparation will you have to put in for Milwaukee?
I mean, I plan on practicing quite a bit for that track. Haven't really ran it there in anything but the ARCA car, so yeah, just gonna try practicing and let's see if we can keep the streak of podiums going.
There you go. Well, buddy, definitely big congratulations. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for putting on one hell of a race. Enjoy your Veterans Day, holiday. Make sure if you know anybody in the service, past, current, whatever, if you know somebody who's thinking about going in, make sure you reach on out to them. There's still that whole 22 a day campaign where 22 is 22 too many when we're talking about veteran suicide. Enjoy your Veterans Day and thank them all you can. All right, buddy. Great race yet again.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, moving on up. Ed Muffin Robertson. Ed, one hell of a race, up 25 positions from your start. I believe there's only one more driver out there that had more gains than you, and that was Michael LeBlanc in the 41 that finished P10 with his Ford F-150. But you definitely brought this Toyota across the line. It seemed like you were trying to get something going with Justin Anscott, but just not quite able to get to his tailgate. Walk us through the final laps, please.
Yeah, man. I just went through the rundown, and I'm like, man. Truthfully, I was in the middle of my qualifying lap when I realized I only had one lap to get it done.
Oh.
And at that point, I already kind of played it safe in turns 1 and 2, which saw me starting a little further back. But mistakes happen. I'll be more diligent next time. As I'm looking through the rundown, I'm like, oh man, 25 spots. That's like. GG, Mr. LeBlanc. But way to go. Those last 2 runs were pretty fun. I'm not going to lie, with Pacey and Justin there. Truly, once we kind of got to the front there, I knew just in general the 00 and the 13 were going to be next to impossible to pass. There's a lot of aero blocking. Big problem is we're just not off the throttle a whole lot till we get 20 plus laps on our tires. So if you're not, ripping the bottom or kind of the shortest way around, you're kind of losing ground, or you just really can't make up a whole lot. But if you also stay right behind somebody in that shortest line around, you're in that dirty air, and your car just won't turn. So I had to try to do something different. I was just staying a little offset. What was that about? That second to last run when Pacey was up there too, just trying to stay offset, get some clean air. I had noticed we were starting to pull away a little bit from the pack. So at that point I was just content. Let's get some ground on these guys. Let's pull away. I knew we were going to have to pit one more time. So I figured try to get a really good pit entry. Maybe I could gain some time there. And then duke it out after that. But I needed to do something different, man. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. I surely burnt the right front off. I think I went back to the pits, and the tire temp was just blinking. Just said, on fire, inferno. There was nothing left of it. But truly, it was fun. Justin's never going to make it easy on you. Same thing with Pacey.
No.
Truly had so much fun.
Yeah, that was definitely one hell of a race. I don't think once you got up towards the front, it's just kind of a normal race for you, where it seems like you're really content. You don't struggle much to stay up there. You're great at racing the racetrack. Meanwhile, being very cognizant of your surroundings. It's going to be an interesting season to see how you fare all season long, Ed. Next week, like I just mentioned to Pacey, we are off for the actual Veterans Day weekend. What are your plans for the weekend, and will you also need any special preparation for the Milwaukee Mile in 2 weeks?
Oh yeah, definitely some off throttle time. I'm gonna have to figure out this whole brake thing. I love Milwaukee. It's a very interesting. It's a very historic, interesting track.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't raced there a whole lot, especially in these trucks. I'm looking forward to it. I have a feeling it'll be interesting. It'll be pretty intense further back in the pack we get. So I hope I pay attention next time. and actually put a good qualifying lap down, just to give myself a better shot. Because once Justin gets out in front, he's long gone. So I'm definitely going to be turning a few laps for sure, getting a good feel and seeing what I got. But definitely going to enjoy and practice.
Well, let me ask you a question. Talking about the history of the Milwaukee Mile, how good are you at turn 3 at Pocono?
Turn 3 at Pocono, I want to say that's one of my best corners because it sets you up for the longest straightaway in all of NASCAR.
Well,
so
did you know that turn 3 at Pocono is modeled after the Milwaukee Mile? So if you're good at turn 3 at Pocono, you're going to be absolutely amazing if that's one of your best straights or best turns. So there you go. You have an idea in the back of your head already.
All right, that's plus points in my book of confidence going into next week because I love Pocono. I love turn 3 at Pocono. I'm on it. I got this.
There you go.
I'm ready.
All right, Ed. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there, sir?
I definitely want to thank Justin taking me on here at Alaskan Esports. It's been fun battling with him. Hopefully, we can do a little shake and bake next time. Maybe let P2 be P1. Seriously, I love everything you do, Pete. Broadcasting this for everyone to see. We all try our best to put on a good show, and I can't thank everybody here at Turn Down for What to even just give us the platform. So kudos, thank you all, and appreciate you.
All right, we'll catch you again here in 2 weeks, if not sooner. In the meantime, let's work our way on up. Justin Aniscott going back-to-back, winning it last week, and here you are again. There's got to be something about that hashtag Willow Strong Barbie machine that you're picking them up and laying them down. We are, like I said, we are off next week. Can you possibly go 3 for 3 in that machine? And does it have a tinge of good luck on that dashboard?
First of all, shout out to Kamal and Muffin for joining me tonight in the Last Esports.
Yep.
And I know we had a rough start at the beginning of that race, but they picked it up and we had a good finish. So shout out to Muffin for another second place. And how am I supposed to win if you win? How's that supposed to happen, Muffin? But when Larson had a flat tire going into 3 at Pocono, that's gonna be me at Milwaukee. I haven't touched that track in my life. I haven't seen it. I never seen a race there, so
I don't know.
That's probably gonna be a lot of practicing going on.
I remember a lot of people, in days past. Oh, I've never seen this track. I just bought this track, and here they are in victory lane or a solid podium position. So who knows? Maybe it'll be like that for you. But you talk a little bit about the troubles on track this evening here at Vegas. There definitely seemed like Uncle Netcode bought a flight in. Maybe have been doing a little bit of gambling himself. How much Netcode did you personally see this evening? Aside from the 1 or 2 issues that you had,
just the one with the 5, with that at least 2 feet of netcode. We had enough room there for me to go on the outside, but I don't know what's up with the iRacing servers. They definitely need to get their act together and fix this netcode because nobody was blinking up there. Everybody was fine. I looked at the pings before the race and everybody was fine up there. So I just don't know.
All right, Justin, one hell of a race yet again. That hashtag Willow Strong Barbie Mobile, very, very solid for you. And I'm sure Joe, Willow's dad, appreciates you continuing to run that scheme to bring attention to young Willow and everything that she's fighting. And of course, there's always Team Nigu that still encourages kids fighting cancer to never, ever give up. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to give, sir?
Everybody that showed up tonight, I know we had a lot of cautions. I don't know how many we had, but
I think it's only about
7. About 7, yeah.
Yeah.
But it at a mile and a half, it should be around 3 or 4. But we'll clean it up. Hopefully, they're smart enough to clean it up. So, shout out to everybody and you for broadcasting. Pacey not wrecking me. tonight. So I'm just joking. Yeah, he worked together. We worked together pretty well with Muffin and everybody, and I just used the air again like I did last time. And yeah, shout out to Rodney with this paint scheme, man. I love it. You know, it's something different other than traditional like white or just black or green. You know, I like the white and different colors, and just shout out to Rodney and everybody for the paint scheme too.
All right, there you go. All right, so that is going to do it for the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. I'm sorry. Congratulations yet again, Rowdy. Win number 2 back to back. Great start for you in the points as the season's going to roll on all the way through February. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and everybody else is capable of doing for the rest of the season. All right, so that's going to go ahead and lock it down here from Las Vegas for the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. Been a great one. Again, don't forget, next weekend, the series is off. We're going to take a full 2 weeks, and when we come on back, it will be from the Milwaukee Mile for 150 laps. So it'll be the Willow Strong 150. Cannot wait. It's actually been a little bit more than a minute since I last broadcasted a race from there, if ever, to be honest. But in the meantime, don't forget, tomorrow night, right around 8:30 Eastern, will be the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series and their Season 2 finale from Phoenix International Raceway. The race is absolutely going to be one you don't want to miss. 20 to 30 drivers will be out there to battle it out, with just 4 trying to claim the Season 2 championship. Again, same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, same bat channel. Bat time changes back to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will see y'all there. Have a phenomenal evening. And don't forget, between now and next weekend, if you know a veteran or you know someone active duty, please reach out, say hi, just check in with them. They will absolutely appreciate it, and you never know, you might be preventing something that not many of us like to talk about. So go thank your veterans, and we will see y'all again very, very soon.